Hmm. Okay. Subtraction notation. Now we look at subtracting two numbers. So subtraction can be thought of as the undoing of numbers, the difference of 7, the difference between 7 and 3. So on a number line, if I had drawn that 0, and that's 3, and that's 7, subtraction is simply going to be the difference between 7 and 3. So this is the difference. The difference between them. So we can represent that algebraically by saying simply 7 minus 3. The difference between them is going to be, we have 4, 5, 6. The difference between them is 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4. The difference between them is 4 units. That's what subtraction looks at, the difference between the two numbers. Counting the units between them. So another way of reading that is 7 minus 3. Okay. So translate into words, we have 8 minus 1. That's how you would say that. Or you could simply say the difference of 8 and 1. The next one here we have 26 minus 14. The result is called the difference of 26 and 14. Are they modeling with blocks here? They have 8 blocks, and they took away 2 blocks. Now they have 6 blocks left. This one we have 13 blocks, so they grouped them in tens, and they take away 8. So they take away 8 blocks here, and how many are left? 5 blocks are left. So you can see that 13 minus 8 is 5. Now they're modeling subtraction. Okay, here. So they have 4 tens and 3, and they take away 26. So they take away 2 of the tens. Well, let's do that with numbers. Here I have 43 minus 26. So I can't take away, in whole numbers we don't have any negatives. So I can't take away 6 from 3, so I have to borrow 1. So 13 minus 6 is 7. 3 minus 2 is 1. So my answer is 17. Now you can check subtraction by doing addition. Here they're doing subtraction. 9 minus 7 is 2. So you can check it by adding it back. 2 plus 7 is 9. Okay, now they're adding, subtracting again. They have 89 minus 61. We have 89 minus 61. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 minus 6 is 2. So we can check it by adding the two numbers up. 8 and 1 is 9. 6 and 2 is 8. So we get the original back. It checks. Now they're doing this here again. They were doing it with blocks before. So if we add 26 and 17, we get 43 back. 6 and 7 is 13. Carry the 10. 2, 1, 3, 43. It checks. Now they want to subtract and then check by adding. So over here we have 207 minus 64. 7 minus 4 is 3. And here we have 20. I can't take away 6 from 0, so I got to borrow 1. 10 minus 6 is 4. 14. So we can check it by adding back. See, they check it. 3 and 4 is 7. 6 and 4 is 10. And 1 and 1. So it checks. Now they're subtracting here. Now we have 910 minus 586. So I can't take away 6 from 0, so I got to borrow 1. So that becomes a 0. And I take that 10 and bring it over here. So 10 minus 6 is 4. Now I have 90 minus 8, so I can't take away 8 from 0. I got to borrow 1. It'll make this 8. That 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. And 8 minus 5 is 3. So I have 324 here. And we add them back, we get 910. So here we have 2,162 minus 479. Okay? So I can't take away 9 from 2, I just have to borrow 1. Makes this a 5. So 12 minus 9 is 3. I can't take away 7 from 5. Gotta borrow 1. Makes that 15 minus 7 is 8. I can't take away 0 from 4. Well, 20 minus 4 is going to be what? 16. There you see it's 1683. Then they did the check by adding the numbers back. And these are phrases here that you need to be aware of. Minus, difference, and decrease by, less than, subtracted from. All these are phrases for subtraction. Okay. Here we have the difference of 13 and 18. Means to subtract. 13 minus 8 is 5. Subtract 24 from 43. So we subtract 43 minus 24 is 19. So when you're doing these applications here, you want to look for phrases that tell us what type of operations involved. In this case here, what is the difference between? So I have 73 and 27. So I subtract. Okay. What is the difference between? So you subtract. $588 and $399. $180. Now there's one other type of problem I want to show you. Sometimes you may have a number like this. 10,000 minus, let's see, minus 5. So I cannot take away 5 from 0, so I have to borrow. But in this case here, when I borrow, each one of these will roll back 1. So when I borrow, it becomes 9, 9. And I take 1 away, it becomes 999. So now I have 10 here. 10 minus 5 is 5. And I have 9, 9, and 9. And when I add these back, I get my 10,000. Okay. So if I had something like 8,207 minus 189. So when I can't take away 7 from 9, I got to borrow 1. So when I borrow in this case, the whole thing's going to roll back 1. So I borrowed 1. I have 17 minus 9 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. And that's the end of that one there.